Blessings of the Dark Gods upon you, Legionnaires. This episode is called Into the Mirror, where we encounter an alternate universe doppelganger of our hero, Lucius the Eternal. But first, a quick recap of what you missed last time.
Winning is survival.
This is a look at the deck list that I played at the end of December in Top 50. And now, without further ado, the mirror match. Intensity. The first thing we need to know about any aggro mirror match is that we want to be on the play. So we want to be going first. It's not always in your hands, so say your prayers, take your vitamins, and, you'll figure it out. I'm not super crazy about our starting hand here, but we have the benefit of being able to take action pretty much, even with dead draws. We can do stuff as Lucius. We can get stronger, we can kill troops. So there's no shortage of options for us. I mean, there's only one option. It's just to move forward and smack. But anyways, in most games, players tend to take on a rhythm of attacker and defender, or at least like to think they do. You should have an idea in your head whether you're the attacker or the defender in a match. It'll help your pacing, it'll help you achieve your goals of delivering them to zero, and it'll help give you a sense of when to lean back and when to lean forward. In this case, especially being on the play, we're much more, we've got the privilege of being the attacker. We get to deal damage first. We can be in a neck-and-neck race, but because we've got the first turn, we are probably in a better spot, typically, to deliver the death blow, even with the exact same cards. And this is especially true with Emperor's Children, when we enjoy the benefits of perfection on some turns more than others. And turn 4, turn 6, those are big power turns. Turn 7, when you see Pride of the Emperor or a Goldstone Hunters and a jet bike swinging at you for 8 damage. Like, those are the turns when we put out some actions. And if you're against an identical deck, or a deck that's sharing a lot of your power pieces, yeah, sucks to have to eat those before you make them eat it. In this case here, I don't fault my opponent for being aggressive with me. I think they stop attacking somewhere along the line, but sometimes the earlier you are in the situation, the better it is just to decide there that you're not going to deal face damage. You're not going to have your warlord attack their warlord, that is, because you're just trading damage. Sometimes it's not even worth it, even when you're doing a couple points more. Like, think of the Angron matchup, for example. You never attack Angron. It's almost always a bad idea. There are exceptions. There's exceptions to everything, but you don't attack him. Why? Because he's the attacker. He's always the attacker. He's going to make his bread and butter by dealing that 30, 40 life to you with his face. So when you put your face into his face, like, I mean, some people argue something beautiful happens, but you probably just die until you're ready to do 8 or 9 to him in the end. But here we've got it pretty under control. A big benefit of just going first. And of course, Lucius is very tricky to play at all levels. Yeah, I guess we'll finish the game next turn. Easy peasy. I wish I had no disrespect to my opponent, it's hard to beat a mirror match on the draw, but I wish I had a bit of a tougher matchup to showcase the mirror here, to showcase just how tough and how fast and aggressive these games in an aggro mirror can be. Well, this is a fairly straightforward one. Stunned. 4 health. I don't think he's going to get out of this one. This is a tough spot to wiggle out of. Always good to have a Pi Alpha 52 around. Heal 3, remove stun. Trust your friendly AdMech. Keeps the wheels greased. Yeah. The tough part about staring down Lucius on low health and why we want to put so much damage out as fast as we can is that it's impossible to... What? A new challenger is approaching? And it's Orthanol? Orthanol is a user I know from Discord and playing quite a bit of Legions. He is an excellent deck builder and agreed to have a bout of Lucius versus Lucius matches with me. So we are hopefully going to give you a sample here of a pretty Rock'em Sock'em aggro mirror. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got a pretty strong hand. I've got a 2 energy opener. I've got Pi Alpha, who's just very good against Emperor's Children. Also Alpha Legion. Anyone packing stuns. And Orthanol's gonna do what he's gonna do here, which is just keep my board clear. There's no aggro matchup where it pays to leave troops alive for the most part. Especially with buffs so available. You've got Sweeping Advance for World Eaters. You've got Unbreakable Focus for Emperor's Children. Even Death Guard play Favorite of Nurgle, and that just makes things impossible to kill. There's a whole whack of things we can do this turn. I just chose to show you how to use Melgator with a little bit of tempo. There's way stronger ways to use him with more energy. But for now, we've set him back a turn, we've set him back more life, we've mitigated how much damage we're taking. We're in a pretty great spot. We're on the play here. We should be able to win this. Like, odds are always in your favor when you're on the play. I don't care how good your opponent is. When you're on the play, especially in a mirror match, the gods walk with you. It's why the competitive meta is all high initiative warlords. Orthanol is doing the most that he can in the defender position, which is to try and do a little bit of damage to keep himself in the game, but mostly just try and keep my troops removed. Unfortunately, that costs him a lot of life, so he's in a pretty ugly spot right now. We got damage in our hand, damage in the board from 2 sources. He's going to have to stun us, at least, if he wants to survive this round. There it is. Trusty tech. Wow. He's holding on and we are drawing dead. This is useless to us stunned. I don't like to hold back my Pi Alphas usually, but I also have occasions like this blow up in my face. Of course, if he can manage to stun me again, he can honestly hold on until I... Oh, Jesus. Slaanesh almighty. That's not very nice. Pride of the Emperor? No. Anything fast? No. Yeah, it happens. It's gonna happen sometimes. But surely he doesn't have Pride of the... Oh. Oh. Well, anything can happen when you're into the mirror. Well, I never. That was a lot of fun. Orthanol and I recorded 9 more games. We did 3 draws, 3 wins, 3 losses, and we did a 10th tiebreaker match that we will never speak of. I'm going to upload some of those matches to another video and get into more detail without rambles, or without humor, and I am just going to get into all the nitty-gritty of my play choices, why I keep the starting hand that I do, how to get out of a tricky situation in the aggro matchup, or die with grace. Always die with grace and beauty, poise, point your toes when you die, and that's all for now. Thanks for watching this one. That's another slash on my face. See you next time.